Well, the new season of R.L. Stine's Goosebumps: Vanishing is almost here. The Disney Plus show will hit the streaming services this Friday, January 10th. And ahead of the premiere, I had the chance to talk with David Schwimmer and some of his cast mates as well about the iconic series. Check it out.
Yeah, there were several things I feel like connected to Anthony with and was able to access. Certainly being a parent of a teenager today and having being at that stage in life, which some of you may or may not be at, where you have an aging parent and things start to change and you become the parent of your parent. You know, you have to take care of them and manage them. Certainly can relate to that. Part of Anthony being a divorced dad as well. So I think I really was attracted to the fact that this was a guy who I thought it was an opportunity to really ground the family in a kind of reality, a kind of care for each other, even though all of us have our own problems going on individually. As a family, I felt it was important, and I think we were able to do this as actors with the director to really form a foundation from which we can, like, all the craziness, all the action and comedy and horror can kind of split off and depart, and then hopefully we can return to that by the end.
I loved Cece from the moment that I auditioned from her. A lot of the times I was like, I feel like I'm not doing enough because I feel like I'm just acting like myself some of the times. I've said if you were to take my perfectionism side of me and turn it into a human, it would be Cece. I immediately related to her drive, her ambition, but also her high expectations of herself and kind of her journey of figuring out where her self-worth lies and her realizing that it doesn't lie in her accomplishments and her success, it lies in herself.
I think that's the real fun of it, is tapping into that child part of you that you have to play make-believe, right? You have to believe that as you mentioned, both Sam and I had in the very first episode had our battle with plant, like, right, with these vines and this plant thing that came to life. So we were both kind of thrust into a lot of stunt work, visual effects, really using our imaginations, as Sam mentioned, to tap into that childlike response you would have, is really fun as an actor, and that's, I think, why we all do what we do. So as a kid, that thrill of being scared and then also of scaring others, especially my sister, who I terrorized, like I would hide. I mean, I would get under her covers and be totally flat, put all the pillows on top of me, and wait for maybe an hour in her bed until she was ready for bed, and then I would scare the crap out of her, and there was nothing more satisfying or enjoyable. And this was when I was 27, so no.
It's not irrational. Like, I kind of freak out every time I'm at the doctor. And like, whenever I'm getting blood drawn, my brain, everyone's like, just don't think about it. No, all I think about is what is happening inside of my body. And like, so I guess my irrational fear is automatically, anytime I feel any physical pain or I'm at the doctor, I think the absolute worst. Like, I'm like, okay, my limb is just gonna fall off.
Black holes.
Oh.
If I think about it too much, I don't even want to go there with the idea of a black hole. I find them deeply unsettling.
It is a perfect balance of action, comedy, horror, and also it's really grounded in the mundane and the ordinary. And because you're focusing on like family life and school, and I don't know, there's something quite accessible about it because of how ordinary it is.